Jeremy, you've made some changes to the apps. Why don't you take us through what you've been up to?
Thanks, Pauline. Yes, I will. I have been working behind the scenes at just trying to improve some bits and pieces for the web apps lately. Firstly, I'm going to show you something that users will have noticed, which is this new button. So I've just loaded up the Online Stones app. I know a number of you use that one a lot. So this button here, if I click on it, takes you down to this section down here. And what you do is you can click this button and it will generate a temporary link that will last for 1 hour that you can then send to your client. And I'll explain why that might be useful in just a moment. But let me demonstrate how that works. So I'm going to click that button. As the message says here, wait a few seconds. It then reloads the page and then you scroll back down to that part in the page and you can see here a unique link has been generated. So I can either highlight it like so and copy it, or I can just click this button, copy link. It copies the link for me. And now what I will do is then paste that link into the chat. So if I'm working on Zoom or Teams or Google Meet or any of the other video calls, there'll be a chat function. And I'll just open up that, paste that link that I've just copied into that chat function, and your client will then be able to click that link and it will load, basically give them this page, which as you can see says temporary access. This login will last for 1 hour and the client then has full use of the app basically for 1 hour. Now, why, you say, would this be useful?
Why
well,
would
there's a,
this be useful, Jeremy?
well, there's a couple of reasons why we've done this. So the first reason is because some video call systems, Google Meet, is becoming very, very popular, I'm aware, amongst counsellors because it's completely free and it does everything you want it to do, but it doesn't allow you to take remote control
Ah,
of the other screen.
okay.
And as we know, using these apps, it's great if the client can have control, much more ownership. They can actually implement everything themselves. So without that option in Google Meet, you're a bit stuck. Also, in some of them, particularly MS Teams, I found it's very clunky, the remote control. Zoom actually is pretty good, but some of the others, it's a bit clunky. There's a bit of a lag, just isn't very easy for the client to take control of the screen. This bypasses that completely. The client can then load it in their browser and then they then share their screen with their therapist, their counsellor. The counsellor can see what's going on, but the client themselves is controlling it from their side. One other thing that we know is being very much asked for by all of our users is the ability to load and save across all of the apps. We started with the core needs in families because I might be wrong in thinking this, but I believe that this is the one that would benefit most from a load save feature because it's such a good app. It's such a big app. We've heard people taking multiple sessions just going through the cards. So now you will see in the core needs in families, let's start with core needs in childhood. You will see down in the bottom left a load and a save
Oh,
button.
brilliant.
I'm just going to demonstrate how that would work. So if I was to put cards into the boxes, I'm doing this in no particular order. I'm just really demonstrating the mechanics of it at this point. There we go. And then I would hit the save button. And I'm just going to call this test. What I would recommend when you're using this is to actually make a note if it's an adult or child.
I think probably the date that you are
Probably the
doing it
date.
is a good idea to put in as well.
Yeah, something like that as well. Maybe the initials.
Of the client, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
however you would want to do that. Hit save.
Mhm.
And that saves the file. Make a mental note of where those cards are. So I'm going to refresh the browser just to prove that it works. I'm going to click on the core needs in childhood and I'm going to click on load. It's going to bring up this box. I hit load file, but I'm going to double click on the file that I've just saved. And lo and behold, there we go. Those 4 cards have then reappeared and I'm going to take myself back into full screen mode, which makes it a bit easier to see. And off we go.
Yeah, that is excellent, Jeremy. And obviously, being very organised, counsellors will have a folder where they put all those links in. I think you said it's slightly remember where you put the link. Where does it default to? Do you know, Jeremy?
So that would just be in the download folder of your
Yeah,
computer.
I think people will really value that. So are
Yeah.
there any of the other cards that have the load and save now?
No, so we're working on roles played in family and roles played in anger. They will be done very soon. So I don't want to put a time scale on that,
Mm.
but very, very close now to having both of those ready as well.
And any new ones will automatically have the
Yeah,
load and save now. The newer apps already have it.
yeah,
Brilliant.
yeah.
Does it apply to the freebies like the Wheel of Life and Erickson's Life Stages? Do they have
It,
the load and save?
with the snapshot function, the screenshot function with the Wheel of Life and
Mm,
Ericsson's, in effect, capture everything you need. But
mm.
maybe I'm wrong in that. We'd love to hear from people who are using these apps regularly, whether this would be beneficial, what things would they like to see improved. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, Jeremy. That's really good news. And thank you for continuing to upgrade the apps and responding to people's requests. So please be sure to let Jeremy know using the feedback button what you would like as we move forward with these and with all new apps. Thank you, Jeremy, so much.